Today we're interviewing Curtis Lee Johnson. We're at his home in Prescott, Arkansas, and those sitting in with the interview with us today is his daughter, Kathy Williams, and myself, his son, Tim Johnson.
Well, to tell you the truth, I quit school, and I was in the 11th grade. My next door neighbor was named Bussy Lee. He was a staff sergeant, and he said, "Curtis, why don't you come down and get in the Guard?" I said, "How old are you?" I said, "Well, I'm 17, but I can tell you I'm 18 if I had to be 18." So I told him I was 18, and he signed me up and sent me up to Dr. Harrison, and he examined me, and I was in the Guard the next day.
Do you remember what year and when that was?
In 1947.
47. Do you remember the month by any chance?
Yeah, in July. We went to camp. I was in the Guard 2 months, and we went the first day of August every year to camp. We went to Little Rock, to Camp Robinson, for 2 weeks. We stayed in the old hut buildings out there. They had some 5-6-man huts, and we stayed in it at night, and then we went out every day, and we trained out on the rifle range. We did fire rifle range, and we was there for 2 weeks. Okay, every Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30, we drilled. We did have our National Guard armor. We marched up on the streets of Prescott. We took 2 soldiers, put one on one end of the street, one on the other end of the street, and they were road guards. And we just marched and marched and marched and marched, just up and down that street. We marched up there, and then we marched back to the armory about 8:30. Well, in 1947 is when I joined the Guard. We didn't do much. We did have training every day, go to class. But then we would, first week we'd go to class, and then the last week we would go to live out in the barracks, out of the barracks, and we would just, we'd always take a hill. Everywhere you went, you took the hill. We were a long way up to.
On your patrolling?
Yeah. 43 years.
43 years, and you made the rank of?
First sergeant.
First sergeant.
I retired as first sergeant at Pine Bluff and Sheridan.
Pine Bluff and Sheridan, okay.
The first 2 years we went to Little Rock, 47 and 48.
Then where did you go after that?
We started going to Fort Polk, Louisiana. We went about 15 years straight. Then we started going to Camp Chaffee in Fort Smith. And we went to Fort Benning, Georgia one time. One time, me and my oldest son, Tommy, we stayed in Prescott. A couple from Malvern, a sergeant, and she was a sergeant, Dorothy Seeley, came and done the paperwork, and then a James Garrett and his son-in-law trailed with us down there. We went to Texarkana the first day and stayed in Texarkana and tried to recruit soldiers, and the other soldiers that were going to camp. We took our camp here. We worked Texarkana for a day, then we came to Hope and Texarkana with one company, and so we recruited and we signed up. When we come to Prescott and Arkadelphia was a company, and by that time it had reclassified and it was Company A instead of Company C. When I first got in, it was Company A now, and then too. And we stayed here. We got 9 soldiers here in Prescott. We got 3 in Arkadelphia. We left Arkadelphia and went to the Queen and Mino. And I think we signed up 3 over there. And in that time it was Saturday, so we didn't do nothing Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday we went to Malvern and stayed 3 days and wound up, went to Sheridan and Pine Bluff. And that was on Saturday the 2nd week. We all come back home. We got called out in 1957 when they integrated Central High School. Governor Faubus called the Guard out, called the 1st Battalion, and to keep the black kids out of school. President Eisenhower mobilized us and put them back in school. Some of us stayed the whole year. I stayed 60 days, and I got to come home on the 3rd. They let the school teachers and the school kids, I was out of school by then, they let them come home. They stayed up for 3 days and they let them come home. Then they let another group, on account of the ones that are having a hard time with their job, they let them come home. And then they finally, I got to come home the 3rd thing, and it was about 58 days there. When they called us out, I was in Chicago at my sister's house, and Sergeant Bussy Lee called and asked me, he said, "Curtis, when you coming home?" This was the 2nd day. He said, I counted you present yesterday. I said, "I'll be home Thursday." So I come home and brought my family to Prescott. You wasn't even born at that time. Kathy and Tommy was. And I went back to Little Rock, and on Friday night, Central High School played Evangelist School in Shreveport football. And what we had to do is make everybody walk on the right-hand side of the building, away from the football. They couldn't walk right beside it. We had, and boy, they'd get mad and cuss you and call you ugly words and I don't know what all. But we made it, and then when they got to where they could go in, they let them go across. And every day we would go up there and walk around Central High School. And about, this is 57, and I got lucky, I got to ride in a Jeep, and we stayed about 2 blocks away from a school and just went around the school. We could stop and talk, but then what we were doing, if the crowd get up over, we would call and they'd go over. And, the police done helped us, move some of them, but the guard was in charge at that. We slept, I tell you, when we got there, we slept on the football field the first 2 nights, on a poncho. We had an old poncho, and it got cold. And I didn't do that because but I've heard them talk about how cold they got out there and wrapped up that old poncho. And then we got to go to these barracks, and there wasn't no heat in them.
And that was?
There was an old cot built into them. And we finally got sheets and bed print and...
Where was that barracks?
Out at Camp Robinson.
Camp Robinson, okay.
And about 2 weeks after we got there, well, they loaded us all up and took us to Fort Smith, to Chaffee. And we got new uniforms. We got, we was on the outside of this big building, and they wanted some volunteers. And I'd always heard, said, don't never volunteer nothing in the Army. But I said to myself, it can't be nothing no worse than this. So I went inside, and what I done is when the soldiers come by, I put 4 pairs of socks, a pair of black socks for their shoes, and 3 pairs of wool socks for what they wore when they was training and everything. and somebody else would put the shoes and socks, the shoes and coats, pants and stuff in a duffel bag. And it took all day long. We got back to Little Rock. And then they'd take another group another time. And I know I told one boss, if they ask you to volunteer, go ahead, because you'll be in a cool building. You would pay, they'd give you a check, you'd sign it, give it back to them, and they'd cash you out the money.
Do you remember how much money that was back in the day?
Well, the first year I went to summer camp, my check was $37.50. We got 2.5 a day.
2.5 a day.
And that's what we made on the drill. We got $12.50, I guess. And but it was to me, it was good money.
Good money, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it'll make a man out of you. Make a man out of you.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
And you got both of your sons in the Guard?
Both of them retired.
Okay. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for your service. And thank you for being my dad.
Well, thank you.